You know, you can see my shirt here today. It's my old DLI shirt, and it says Ruski here on it. And on the back, it's very cool. It says We Learn Russian, so you don't have to. I kind of put it on by accident today, but as I was thinking about all of the events going on right now in the international scene, the tensions and the stakes being raised on all sides of every issue, it just seems like the whole world is a giant powder keg. I think it's time for everybody to take a deep breath and just calm down for a minute. This whole Russian thing, especially right now with people calling Trump's people treasonous and Trump calling other people traitors, and you know what? So much can be explained by a lack of understanding based on idioms. You know the difference between language and idiom, right? It's actually interesting because in Spanish the word for language is idioma, but it's not the same thing. An idiom is an expression, something that we take for granted when we say something that other people know what we talk about. For instance, in English, the idiom, that's the heart of the matter. You see, when we talk about the heart of the matter, the heart of the issue, the heart of the conversation, whatever it is, we're talking about something that's sincere. We're talking about something that boils it down to the root. And Russians don't have that expression. If you literally said to a Russian, well, that's the heart of the matter, they wouldn't understand those words. I mean, because those words to them, a heart is a beating muscle that moves blood. The serce, that's all it is. It doesn't have the same connotations of love and sincerity that the word heart does for English speakers. So translating the word doesn't really do the trick. I actually got a tattoo when I was in the Army. I don't know if you can see it there very well, but it's in Russian. And it says, "Sekaka tov na vsyo ради защиты страны, и вот где собака зарыта." In English, it says, always ready for everything for the sake of the defense of the country. And that's where the dog is buried. See, that's what a Russian would say, for that's the heart of the matter. A Russian would say, that's where the dog is buried. И вот где собака зарыта. That's in their idiom. I don't know how they came up with it, but how did we come up with it? Well, that's the heart of the matter. I mean, can you imagine how brutal that is? You know, pulling out the beating heart. That's the heart of the matter. Our idioms and the way that we translate things, when we choose to speak in a certain way, whether we're talking to our inside clique, or whether we're talking to a loved one, or whether we're talking to a potential ally or a potential enemy, words matter. And it seems to me that people are not being careful enough with their word choice. They're allowing themselves to get upset over somebody else's words because maybe they have certain connotations instead of going for what the denotation, instead of what the actual word meaning is. They get upset about what they think the word means. Anyway, that's my 2 cents today. Hopefully, vodka de sabaka zarita. Maybe that'll sink in a little bit today. We'll figure out where the dog is buried. If you like what I'm doing, please consider becoming a sponsor, either by buying a direct subscription at radiofreespeech.com or by joining my Patreon team. Thanks very much.